Hello everybody, welcome to Deluxe Collectibles, and today I'm going to be ranking my top 10 favorite Funko Pops from the year 2019. Now the criteria for this video is that I have to have purchased this Funko Pop and own it physically in my collection, because I felt like if I opened it up to every single Funko Pop, then I could be picking Pops that are limited to like 100 pieces or something insane like that. So I just feel like it makes it a lot easier if I only include the ones that I actually own in my collection. There will be one that I do not own in my collection, but that one is a part of the honorable mentions, and it's just because it's such an amazing Funko Pop. I didn't want to go through with this video without mentioning it, but I'm really excited to do this here. Be sure to leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it, and also subscribe, because I'm also going to be doing a video on my top 10 least favorite Funko Pops of the year, the top 10 worst Funko Pops released, and there are quite a few of them, and they are very disappointing. Now, the same rules won't apply for that video, but we'll go into that, of course, when we go over to that one. So for now, let's get straight into it here with my honorable mentions. Alright, so for my honorable mentions here, the first one that we have is Ghost Rider from New York Comic Con, and this one was a shared exclusive with Hot Topic, and for this one, it is one that I do not own physically in my collection. It was the one exception in this video because I was not able to pick this one up, but I do plan on getting it at some point in 2020 on the aftermarket, because it goes for about $26 in Canadian currency, so that's not too bad on the aftermarket, but I love this pop. I think that the sculpt is so great on the head there with the translucent flames going around the normal head mold. And then the baby Thanos is pretty cute as well, wrapped around the chains there. So I just overall really like this character. So that's why I included it here. And now the next one here for my honorable mentions is Mount Lady here. She is a 6-inch pop. I've finally started watching My Hero Academia, and I think Mount Lady is fantastic. She's really funny in the show for the parts that she's in, and I think the pop just really nailed her design. I like how they made her a 6-inch, which is pretty appropriate for her character, and I just like the colors there, the red, or sorry, not the red, the orange and the purple together, they go really well, so I just really love this pop. Then the next one here is SpongeBob SquarePants with Fun, and this one is fantastic. I ordered it earlier in the year from Amazon, and then it came later in like November, so I was really excited when I got my hands on this one. It is fantastic. Such a cool design from such an iconic moment in the show, so I really love that. Then we have Gandalf the White, who was a Hot Topic exclusive, and this one's super cool as well. I really like the Lord of the Rings pops, and I think this one is fantastic. A lot of great detail on the outfit, and he just looks really great. Then we have Captain Marvel, the Hot Topic exclusive. I really love this one. I feel like it's kind of the perfect look for Carol Danvers here with her jacket on there, but you can still see her Captain Marvel uniform, and her hair looks awesome, and I just wanted to include her here because I collected a lot of the Captain Marvel pops from this year, so I really wanted to make sure I included her somewhere on the list here. And then we have Anna here, and she is amazing as well. Such a fantastic looking pop here. I'm really digging the design of the Frozen 2 Funko Pops, but she just came out as my number one. I think that she's a fantastic character and has a very highly detailed outfit as well, which is fantastic. Then we also have, for my final honorable mention here, I know I had quite a few here, but the final one is the Red Rain Batman 80th Anniversary. This one is amazing. I really love the design of this Batman. I think he looks fantastic. The skin looks so awesome underneath the mask there. The mouth looks great. I really love how they gave him a mouth here because it's such a good representation there of Batman's sort of vampire form here with the blood and everything. Just a fantastic looking pop here, but now let's get into the official list here of my top 10, and we'll of course start with number 10. Alright, so at number 10 here we have Batman Merciless. Now this one is a Hot Topic exclusive, and I actually just picked this one up yesterday, and I was so excited to get it. I think that it's an amazing looking Funko Pop. The design here is fantastic, and just the paint job's amazing. I love the metallic look of him. I think it looks fantastic, and the sword as well looks amazing. This Batman is just so cool. The red eyes look fantastic. fantastic. And the source material sounds really interesting as well. This is apparently a version of Batman that has been granted this sort of suit from Ares, and he falls in love with Wonder Woman, but then it winds up corrupting him, and he actually winds up, spoiler alert here, just give you a second, but he actually winds up killing Wonder Woman, and that's just insane. I was like, wow, that's really crazy. It's kind of like a evil version of Batman here, a corrupted version, but I love the wings coming out of his helmet there, and the paint job on this one's fantastic. I just really love the design of this one. I was super lucky to be able to pick it up because I was a little bit late on the release of this one, but luckily they still had 2 of them left, and oh, I was just so excited to be able to get my hands on this one. Such a fantastic design. The cowl is so detailed, and it definitely had to make my top 10 here. It was a last minute addition here, but definitely a worthy one. And now let's move on to number 9. Okay, so at number 9 here, we have Gabby, and this one is a New York Comic Con Hot Topic exclusive, and I was super lucky to get this one as well. Similar to the Batman one, I was late on the release of this one, but we actually went to go meet up with my grandma, who doesn't live where I live, and she has a Hot Topic near her, and we went in, and I was looking through, and I didn't see him at the front or anything, and then I was looking behind, and I was like, oh my goodness, I think that's the Gabby pop, and I grabbed it out and I was like, oh my god, like, it has a tiny bit of damage in the corner, but that does not fault it at all. The design of this one is just still amazing. I really love the flames at the bottom of him as the base, the flame that he's holding in his hand, the detail on his face with like the piercings. Oh, it's just an amazing looking pop. The hair sculpt is fantastic as well. I'm very excited to see how this character comes into play in My Hero Academia. Right now, currently, as the filming of this video, I am watching My Hero Academia, and I am at Season 2, Episode 15, I'm pretty sure, and this character is yet to be introduced, and I'm just so excited for when his introduction comes. I'm very highly anticipating this character because his design is so fantastic, but yeah, an amazing pop here, and now let's move on to number 8. Alright, at number 8 here we have Kylo Ren. We just have the standard version here, and it looks fantastic. I've now seen The Rise of Skywalker, and Kylo Ren is amazing in that film, so I'm so excited to have this pop. I think it looks fantastic. The paint on it is amazing. I love the cracks in his helmet. It makes him look just that more menacing, and also does a good job of adding the smaller red highlights to his outfit, because of course he's primarily just in a black attire, but now he has those little shines of red throughout it, and I think that's great. The sculpting on the outfit looks amazing. It makes him look so detailed, and of course his lightsaber is fantastic, so just overall an amazing looking pop there. And now let's move on to number 7. Alright, so at number 7 here we have Steve Harrington, and this one is in his Scoops Ahoy uniform, which was a Baskin-Robbins exclusive, and this one, it's in my top 10 because I have a great memory from this one. My mom, she took me to go get it at Baskin-Robbins before they were opening, like before we went like early and we lined up, and I met a really nice guy there who I actually wound up seeing at a Funko event. He was actually selling pops there, which was really cool, so it was just a great like experience there, really fun. It was awesome to see someone else from the Funko community. That was kind of the first time that happened with me. Of course, I have closer friends who I know who collect Funko Pops, but it was that person from my outside group there who was really cool to meet, so I really love that. And I actually picked up 2 of these pops, so at some point I might be selling the second one. I'm not too sure what I'll wind up doing with it, but it's an amazing looking sculpt. I really love Steve from the show, so I just had to have a representation of him in my collection, and I think this one's just amazing. So now let's move on to number 6. Alright, at number 6 here we have Darth Vader electrocuted. Now this one is of course right when he's fighting against Palpatine in episode 6, and this one's amazing. They made a glow-in-the-dark version as well as a Target exclusive, but I think that this one's fine on its own. Of course, I couldn't really get the Target exclusive because I'm in Canada, so we don't really have access to that one, but I think the normal one looks just as good. It's an amazing sculpt. I really love how you can like see his skull inside of his helmet. I think that's really great. The lightning coming off of him looks amazing as well. Just really great detail on this figure. A really nice unique spin on Darth Vader. So that's why this one makes the list. And now let's move on to number 5. Okay, at number 5 here, we have Harley Quinn, the PX Previews version, and this one is her with her boombox, and the hair sculpt on this one is just out of this world. It is amazing. One of the best hair sculpts I've ever seen on a Funko Pop. I absolutely love how her hair is coming over the front of her face, and then her two like ponytails on the back of her head. Those look amazing. I love the color scheme there, and I really like how her eyeshadow, it's like the opposite of the hair, so like the blue one is on the right side on her right eye, and then the hair, it has it on the left side, and then vice versa with the red one. So I really love that. Her outfit looks amazing as well with the black and red kind of going together. I think that looks really fantastic, and just her pose makes her look really cool as well. This one was really fantastic. I was able to find one of them at EB Games, and I was so excited. I was like, okay, I have to pick this pop up. It's amazing, and it's kind of what sort of sparked my interest in Harley Quinn pops, because this year alone, that's when I started collecting my Harley Quinn pops, and now I have 4 of them, and they're just all fantastic, so it was really great to be able to get this one. And now let's move on to number 4.
Who lives in a pineapple under the sea? Absorbent and yellow.
Okay, so now in number 4, we have SpongeBob SquarePants in his Sweet Victory outfit here. This one was a Hot Topic exclusive, and it looks amazing. I really love the detail on this one with the outfit. Some of the SpongeBob Pops are a little bit more basic, of course, because it's like an animated show, of course, can be very detailed, but this one has some more simple, just core designs. But when you put them in an outfit like this, it really ups the ante on this one, and I love the colors there. And it's just such a memorable moment in the series that I just felt like it's such an iconic pop here. I really love the design of it. I just had to include it somewhere on my list, and I'm a big fan of SpongeBob. If you've been following my channel for a long time, one of my most popular videos is a SpongeBob DVD collection video, so SpongeBob has just been a big part of my life, so I really love the pops of him, and I think this one's my favorite, so that's why he makes the list. And now let's move on to number 3. Alright, at number 3 here, we have Pennywise with Bloody Skateboard. This one is a Hot Topic exclusive as well, and it's an amazing looking pop. I am a big fan of It Chapter 1. I did enjoy It Chapter 2, and that's what this pop is from, but the design of Pennywise is just fantastic in this pop. They really improved upon his design from the original one, like that they had for the first movie, like not even from the original Tim Curry one, but just from It Chapter 1. Like those pops were really fantastic as well, but I love how they did the sort of like shadow around his eyes, and then all the blood here. It just looks fantastic. The hair is really on point here, and I love the skateboard, how it's like won't be there for him either. And now having context as to what that moment is in the film, it just makes it even cooler and just even more terrifying. This one I actually own 2 of him, because one of my friends actually picked one up for me, but I found it as well at Hot Topic, and I was like, you know what, I might as well get a second one. If I wind up not wanting a second one, then I could always sell it. But it's such an amazing pop that for now, at least, I've held on to that one, because the design is just fantastic. It's so well done, and Pennywise is just amazing. One of my favorite fictional characters, especially in the genre of horror. But now let's move on to number 2. Okay, at number 2 here we have the Iron Spider with Nano Gauntlet, and this one of course is from Avengers Endgame, and that movie is just going to be remembered for a very long time. It is an absolute game changer in cinema, and it's fantastic. So of course one of the pops from that film was going to wind up on this list, and it just so happens to be Iron Spider here. Spider-Man is my favorite superhero in general, and this pop is just amazing. I love how he's in his instant kill mode, and that Nano Gauntlet has so much detail to it as well. It's just amazing how much detail they were just able to pack into this small pop here, and I love the pose that they put him in. I love how Funko's been experimenting with putting their characters in really dynamic poses. It makes their figures feel a lot less just like still. It actually makes them feel like they're almost in motion or about to be in motion, so I really love that. The Iron Spider arms that are coming out are great as well. It's an amazing moment in the film where just all of the action has just hit its climax, and it's just filled to the brim, so it's such a great design. It's also a very nice metallic paint job on it as well, which is great, so just overall a home run here with this pop. So now let's move on to number 1. Alright, so at number 1 here we have Holiday Harley Quinn, and this one is a Hot Topic exclusive. Now, I will let you know that some of these pops for me may switch around as time goes on. I found it very, very difficult to narrow it down and kind of organize these ones in the order that I felt the most comfortable with. So at the moment, it may even be that this is one of the more recent pops that I got, and it's just brand new in my mind, and I just really love it at the moment. So this list could alternate, but I can say that it would probably stay with the same top 10. It would just really switch around the order of them, like maybe at some point in time, Iron Spider might be my favorite one instead of Harley Quinn, but at the moment, I think Harley Quinn deserves the number 1 spot here. I've been a big Harley Quinn fan this year. I think that she's amazing. I've really been loving the animated series about Harley Quinn, and I think it's fantastic, and this design here is just great. Christmas is one of my favorite holidays, and this design of her is fantastic. I love the Santa hat with the 2 like top parts of it. I think that that's really great. It's very cool, kind of going back to that original Harley Quinn design here. I love how she has the white face paint on as well, and the eyeshadow on this one is fantastic, and then just the hair there looks amazing. I love how Harley Quinn is always like kind of split down the middle there, and once again they alternate the sides of where the eyeshadow is to the other color of the hair, so I really love that. Her sort of accessories there with her mallet there wrapped up looks really great, and then the bomb also in some wrapping there, just really awesome. I love how the fuse of the bomb also looks like a little Christmas tree star, which is really awesome. So just a fantastic design here, so well done. Funko has really knocked it out of the park here with these Funko Pops this year. They're just amazing, so that's why this one's my number 1, and now let's move on to my final thoughts for the video. Alright, so to conclude this video here, I just want to thank you all so much for watching, and thank you so much for supporting the channel this year. It's been a really big year for the channel. We hit 1,000 subscribers, and that was just a huge milestone here on YouTube. I know it might seem small, and I know every YouTuber says this, and also every YouTuber always says that every YouTuber says this, so I know that sounds kind of meta there, but I know it's just me repeating what everyone else has said, but I really do truly appreciate it so much. So thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. I want to throw it over to you guys. Let me know what your top 10 favorite Funko Pops of this year were, or just let me know your favorite one. I'm always really interested to hear which ones you guys like, and it might even inspire me to purchase that one as well, maybe next year, so I really want to hear your thoughts as well, and let me know your thoughts on my list as well, where you think some of the pops should have been in the list, or what ones you think I should have included. I'm always really interested and open to hear all of your opinions as well, so just thank you so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to leave it a like. I really do appreciate it, and also be sure to subscribe to the channel if you want to stay up to date with my content. That's the best way to do so. If you want to see any of my other ranking or top 10 videos, that's also the best way to do that, of course. So just thank you so much. Happy holidays and happy new year as well, depending on when this video is posted. It'll be close close enough to the new year that makes sense at the time of this video. But thank you so much. I will see you all next time, and always remember, keep on collecting.